Salutations, my Fallout lovers. It is Matty here today, bringing you a Fallout 4 video, we'll call it, because I don't want to call it a news update because I don't want to make something out of nothing, but I don't want to call it a discussion video because it might be something. So allow me to give you guys the breakdown. Basically, over time, we've been seeing more and more of Fallout's assets in the creation engine, and now it's becoming a very pressing topic for the Fallout community that I figured I'd bring to you guys today and show you guys what's happening. Now, I personally feel like this may just be because it's an updated version of the Gamebryo engine, but I'll get into why it may not be the case in a little bit. So allow me to show you guys what I have for you. So a while ago, like months and months ago, I got sent this picture here that was the baseball bat from, I believe, Fallout 3. It was the model, and it was found in the BSA archive of Skyrim. So basically, it was just chilling there, and the model was made and everything, and it was just sitting there in the files. So I kind of thought to myself, you know, it's just one weapon, it's just sitting there. But there was also the Chinese officer sword, which I don't have a picture up, unfortunately, but you're gonna have to take my word on that one. Anyways, moving on, I didn't think too much of it. In a few months down the line, just a few days ago, I was sent a message about the console commands and how there was some stuff involving Fallout placed in there. And no, they are not reaches at all, because they are direct references to Fallout, such as this, as you can see right here on the third line down. The Pip-Boy radio is mentioned. Control the Pip-Boy radio, you can disable it, enable it, all that stuff. So I thought to myself, what in the world is happening? Then you move on to the next picture and we see even more Fallout stuff. Get VATS left target visible, and you see all that VATS stuff going on. So I'm thinking to myself, what the hell is all this Fallout asset stuff doing inside Skyrim's engine, the creation engine? Now, like I said in the beginning of this video, it is very well possible it's just because it's an updated version of the Gamebryo engine and nothing more. But whenever I posted it on my social media and asked people, why is this stuff still in Skyrim's engine, it seems like kind of pointless just to leave it there, such as stuff in the console commands, stuff in the BSA archive, you know, all that kind of stuff. Why is it still sitting there? No one had a good answer for me that really said why it was there. They're like, I don't know, really. You know, it's a good question as to why it's there. Is it just sitting there because it's an updated version? But if they removed basically all the weapons, why are certain specific things such as the baseball bat, the Chinese sword sitting there? You know, if it were a lot of Fallout stuff, that makes sense, but it's very specific things such as VATS, Pip-Boy radio, and a few models, which made me think to myself, was this kind of pre-made in the thought of we're going to use this engine for Fallout in the future? And that's what I was kind of getting at. I didn't want to stretch it too much there and be like, oh my god, this is huge news, because I feel like if it were something would have happened by now. Now, let's say you don't believe any of these pictures and you want to test them yourselves, then by all means, just go to the console commands, type in help, and then scroll up and down with your arrow keys on your keyboard, and you'll be able to go ahead and check this out yourself if you don't believe me, that is. But I just want to go ahead and bring this to your guys' attention because it could be something. It very well could be something such as just, you know, pre-production ahead of time, like, okay, let's add the VATS mechanics. Okay, let's add it so that there could be like a Pip-Boy mechanic put in here, a few models, and they just kind of let it sit there while they finished up Skyrim and kind of storyboarded things for Fallout 4 and all that stuff. It's very well possible that was the case, because I doubt that they just have it here if they weren't going to use it. If they leave these type of things in the engine, I'd imagine personally that it's because it's going to be used. If they didn't plan on using this engine for Fallout 4 or another Fallout game, we'll say, then why wouldn't they have just taken it out? You know what I'm saying? Because if it's there, clearly it's meant to be used. But like I said, we always revert back to that final statement, or that first statement, I mean, rather, which is, it could just be an updated version of the Gamebryo engine, and just that's it. You know, Bethesda just said leave some assets in there in case we do use it, and just kind of walked away from it and focused on Skyrim, which is entirely possible. But anyways, I've rambled on long enough. I'd like to get your thoughts on this, definitely, because I'm very curious if it's nothing or if it could be something. Because like I said, I haven't seen a good answer, but I'm sure there's some wicked wizard in the comments who will just type up a nice big paragraph as to, you know, why I'm wrong and all that stuff. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead and leave your thoughts down below as I asked. Other than that, be sure to follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. Stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.